Now let's put the manifold exhausts. It's 3 of them, one on the right side, one on the left side, and one in the middle, which is 2 pipes. Some copper grease on the threads is perfect because this kind of grease does not burn up to 1000 something Celsius. Plus it makes the bolts come easier when I have to remove the exhaust. Now the gasket is in there, and we go over one, and after removing the oil cooler I had to create some space. Let's put bolt 2. Do not tighten, let them be loose, something like that, so we can fit them onto the other 2 final parts of the exhaust. So much better now. Now before we put the battery in, we have to put this plastic part, which goes like that. One on the other side. Do not tighten it, because the rear fender is going to come in with another one and you want to find the position. So all these cables come through here and they're gonna go on the battery casing. I'll show you later. And then that plate with all the relays and stuff comes underneath and it goes like that. There's one bolt holds it in place, nothing else. And the rest go on top. There's one plate goes underneath and the rest 2 on top of that plastic. It took me a lot of time to figure it out. And I didn't have any pictures, so I thought I'll let you know and show you how it goes. And that's the way how the cables go. There is a gap over there and a gap over here to accept the cables. And this is how the relays are underneath it. And this is after I put the battery case. Cables here and here, it goes on the outside. These clamps hold these cables here. That's for the fuse box and so many other connectors. I'm gonna put in a minute the CDI in here. I'll remove that. Underneath here it comes the stop light, the rear stop light power plug, and that's how it goes. Fuse box. So regarding the cables on the rear one, I started first with the signal lights. Light green, well, first of all we have that black white, which goes one on the left side, one on the right side of the indicators, goes in here. Then the green, it's for the right signal indicator, and both signal indicators, the other cable is black, it's not green here. So but the right goes on the green side, on the green cable, and then the other one goes on the other black that's remaining, and the two remainders are the one for the stoplight, which is brown and white black. So that's how you put them. And while I'm here, I'm going to put supporting screws. Because I didn't like how the dashboard was looking, I removed everything. Sandblast, respray. Try to find a sponge that fits that, so I can put a new sponge in there. If not, I'm thinking about slicing the bad spots, adding a new one to keep the original as a face. After sandblasting, same thing. Time to replace the oil filter, and this is what we're going to put in there, KN138. We'll remove that, some oil here. It's already lubricated, but a bit extra oil, it won't hurt. Four and a half liters. I'll go with 4 first, then I'll see how I go. This time I purchased liquid moly 1040 mineral oil. Mineral oil for 2 reasons. First, these motorcycles were made for mineral oil back then. Second, I was told, and I think they're absolutely right, that with mineral oil they have better performance on breaking in the engine. Before we put fuel in the cabs, let's put the battery. That's the old battery. I marked it as GSXR amongst the others I have, and it was on trickle charger all the time for almost 3 years. It shows on trickle charger it's working fine. I hope it does. There's only one way to find out. Let's find out. And eventually I did the setup, put the fuel tank on, put the vacuum for the vacuum pump to start operating, put this one as well as cooling fan, which it doesn't do much, I know, but I'm not going to run it for much. It started just a while ago. I just managed to adjust the idle speed a bit because it was too high, and this is what I got so far. Running, and I'm very happy about it. The run is a bit rough, of course, but I need to adjust the carburetors properly, the pilot screws, and to synchronize the carburetors, and we'll do that in a minute. So far I'm quite happy, guys. It's working. Beforehand it was making a few smokes because the paint was drying off the engine and mainly from the exhaust, but it is what it is. That's what it has to happen. Very nice tool. Corner screwdriver. The tip is a flat screwdriver. It fits exactly for pilot screws. Now, a small mod that I did in order to count the turns is I colored it white here, and I put a black line in the middle and just a white line on the other side, so I know where do I have half a turn twist each time. It helps you go underneath the carburetors, which, as you can see, there's not much space in here. Look at that. There's nothing. So carburetors 1 and 4 are really easy to, well, not really, but quite easy to have access, but this allows you to have access to carburetors 2 and 3. In some motorcycles you might need it for all 4 of them. I'll put a link down in the description below. And that was it for this video. It's all done. It's running. The adjustment of the carburetors is perfect. Everything's on electrical. So the next step is the fairings, and that's gonna take quite a long time for me to involve with, as I first have to do some plastic welding, I need to find out how to find exactly the correct spot of these lines, because all of that is going to be scraped off, new decals, new color in the whole motorcycle. The best way, I think, is to create templates with masking tape and masking paper down there at the end, and see how I'm gonna go with that. I'll film the procedure, of course, but the next video is gonna take quite a long time. Well, that was it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please look after yourselves and families. Be well, drive safe.